Honorable Kangata, our governor, called the mountain, or the Mount Kenya, to unite ahead of 2027 elections. He blasted leaders, defining the region in Mount Kenya East and Mount Kenya West, calling on them to instead promote peace and unity of our region. And I want to remind you again, Mlima haujagawanyika. And therefore I want to call you, don't divide us. Don't divide us. God called a reluctant Moses to be an agent of his liberation, highlighting that he uses people to carry out the divine predestined plan. Those who are called must harness their drum major instinct. Drum major instinct was an adaptation of 1952 homily by Wallace Hamilton, a well-known liberal white Methodist preacher. Later, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., on 4th February 1968, gave a sermon on drum major instinct. King encouraged his congregation to seek greatness, but to do so through service and love. We read from the book of Mark, chapter number 10, verse 35. And there are two brothers, John and James. Nanakiaya, in another fashion, in another gospel, matwarirwo ni mamu wao kuri Jesu. Na matwarwo kuri Jesu marenda makimagaikara mwena woria umwe ni mwahoya wega no ndire na uhoti wa gwika uguo. Tondu ri ukwenda gutuika munene gatagati-ini kanyu no atuike ndungata. The setting is clear. James and John are making a specific request of the master. They had dreamed, as most of the Hebrew dreamed, of a coming of the Israel king who would set Jerusalem free and establish his kingdom on Mount Zion, and in righteousness rule the world. Tunataka sauti ya mbinguni ifike sahihi. And they thought that Jesus is this king, or this kind of king. They were thinking that the day when Jesus would reign supreme as this new king of Israel, and they were saying, now when you establish your kingdom, let one of us sit on the right and the other one on the left hand of your throne. Now, very quickly, we would automatically condemn James and John. And we would say they were selfish. Why would they make such selfish requests? But before you condemn them too quickly, let us look calmly and honestly at ourselves. And we will discover that we too have some basic desire for recognition. We have some basic desire for importance. We have some basic desire for attention. We have some basic desire to be first. Of course, the disciple got instinct. It is kind of drum major instinct, a desire to be front, a desire to be fast. And therefore, before we condemn James and John, let us see that we all have drum major instinct. We all want to be important. We all want to achieve distinction. We want to read parade. Our friend Adrian, a great psychoanalyst, contend that this is dominant impulse. But a Sigmund Freud used to contend that sex was dominant impulse. But Alfred come with a new argument saying that this quest for recognition, this quest for attention, the desire for distinction is the basic impulse, the basic drive for human life. This is drum major instinct. And now we begin to ask life to put us first. Our first cry as a baby was a bid for attention. And all through childhood, the drum major instinct is a major obsession. Children ask life to grant them for little bird of ego. Major instinct. As grown up we are, if you don't believe that, just go on living. Soon that you like to be praised. Everybody like it. As a warm glow, and we feel we are praised. When our name is something of vitamin A to our ego. A to our ego. If not harnessed. You tell me and I will have this message. You tell me and I will have this message from drum major instinct causes you to end up trying to push others down in order to push yourself up. And so Jesus gave us a new norm of greatness. If you want to be important, wonderful. If you want to be recognized, wonderful. If you want to be great, wonderful. But to recognize that he who is greatest among you shall be your servant. This means that everybody can be great because all of us, God, fellow can, regardless of brothers and can, regardless of brothers and sisters, I hear the words of Jesus Christ. I hear the words of Jesus Christ. Yes, Jesus. Just like, yes, Jesus. Just like, and